Hello everyone. Hello. We have started. Let me check if how's the sound from your side. Can you hear me? I'm gonna test from my side. I'm usually skeptical. Here you go. It's working fine. And my hair is a mess. Welcome everyone. Alright, a new session continuing building Visual Studio Code extension to hide secrets in YAML files. Let's go straight ahead. Like, I've changed my chroma keys. I'm shimmering right now. But I think it's good for the background. I need to work more on that. But until then, let's catch up with what we have done last time. Right, open Visual Studio Code on our extension. Last time, maybe we can check the comments. I think this is too small. Last time, I updated the README file. I included the people who contributed with comments and feedback and suggestions. I think it's very important to have these people acknowledged. So thank you so much. And what we did is that we undid the decorations based on a toggle. So once we invoke the command, it hides. Once we invoke it again, it unhides. This is what we did last time. There are a couple of things also being changed. I'm not sure what it is actually. We added a to-do in the to-do list. We wanted to add unit tests, and also we wanted to, when the file changes, we should parse again. I haven't done this. We only execute on activation and on invoking the command, but not when the file is parsed again. So I think this is important one that we need to do. Maybe it should be in the highest of our to-do list. What else did we do? I removed a lot of stuff, and I added a lot of stuff. Alright, I think it was just cleaning things up. Alrighty. In that case, we can go back to Visual Studio Code. If the font is too small, please let me know. I can increase it for you. The first thing I will do is I'm going to change the hello world actually. So I'm going to say hide, unhide, YAML secrets. How about that? If I go to package.json, hide my secret hello world and the title hello world. So if we say toggle secrets, oops, and then in the command itself, in the extension, find hello world, and make it toggle secrets. In the description we say hide, unhide, YAML secrets. Alright, So this is the first thing. Let's add the to do first. Git add to do. Add, what was it? We said we are going to run add run function when file changes. Oh yeah. Again, single quote here and single quote here. That's more like it. And also, now this is where we change the command, and I don't know why we didn't commit this. Let's compare it head to head. Get diff tool, I think is better. Is it that? In the extension file, we moved toggle out. Where are we doing this right now? Oh, that's a lot of changes. Oh, this is the new one. This is the new one. Why is it flipping things up? Okay. So we changed this to node from scalar. We changed the traverse to do it properly. I can't believe I didn't commit this. And then we said if hide and the toggle. My goodness. Very, very bad of you, Ahmad. So I'm gonna add everything. And add toggle functionality plus rename command. Now if we hit F5, let's see if the command still runs nicely. And open my app deployment. And we run the command. What is it? Hide. Unhide. YAML secrets. Yeah, cool. Uh-oh. What did we do? It worked before. This is when you don't commit. Bad, Ahmad. So here in the debug console, it's complaining about something. It says, let's clear this out. Can we? Clear console. Invoke the command. There's no complaints. Let's debug. We love to debug, don't we? And invoke the command. Let's see. If editor, get the secret range, get the document, parse the document. If there's no error parsing, wait a second. Where is our check? This is the wrong code. What did I what did I just do? Hey console. What did I just do? Get status. Get K. Thank God I didn't push. For some reason it deleted all the toggle stuff. Just like it undid it. And here yeah, I had a suggestion offline from Jason. And where are we saying if hide and unhide? Yeah. So this is wrong. This is wrong. I think we have to undo. We have to undo, my friends. Git K again. We have to reset to master. Or reset to this guy here. This is wrong. And we'll do this again. Alright. So let's get diff make patch, copy, commit, summary, create, cherry pick, restart, mark as commit, mark this commit. I wish there was an easy way to just select this hash and we say get reset to this commit. Why? It didn't copy? Okay. Get log. Is it get log? I think it was this one. Get reset to this commit. And we can say get checkout dot get K. Okay, that's good. Now we are back to the previous state, but I lost the suggestion that Jason sent me offline, which is better because we don't want to do things offline, don't we? Alright, let's go back. This is the to-do. Let's rename the extension again. We go to our friend here, we go to the package.json. Instead of hello world, we say hide or toggle. Yeah. Hide and hide secrets. The title, we call it hide my secret, hide and hide YAML secrets. Okay. We copy the name and we go to extensions. We go to activate and change the command to this. So if we save now and run F5, is there anything wrong? Can't find variable exports. I don't know what this is. Hide. What did we mess up? What does it say? Command hide something resulted in an error. Command hide something not found. Hide and hide secrets. I thought I copied. Okay, stop debugging. And register command. Hide and hide secrets. Didn't we say? Save all files. Let's see, run this again. Why is it upset here? This is my code, but it says source mapping URL. Maybe we should close it and open it again. Can't find variable exports. This is so weird. Let's just close everything. Close this guy. Open the residue code. Open recent. Hide my secrets. Close this file. And then run. And then we say hide. It's very weird that it did not activate the extension in the right time. And also it's not doing the toggle. So if we execute, if there's an editor, the toggle is false, then it becomes true, which means hide. I think we should call it hide and hide, just like before. This is a bad naming, my friends. We should not do this. Huh? What was that? There's something very strange happening here. So if I do hide, what is toggle? Toggle is here true. So this bit works. So if it's true, then this becomes false. And then it says don't hide, then it removes all the decoration. Wait a second. What are we hiding exactly? Image pull policy. We don't have image pull policy. This is why. Oh, right. So in our case, we have to change this to app. Let's change this to app and run this again. Now it's not being activated. This is weird. Here you go. So the activation part is the one that takes the most of it. So hide, remove this breakpoint and continue. Hide my secret, unhide my secret, hide my secret, unhide my secret. Okay, that's good. Now it's working. Let's now see what we have done so far. We renamed the hello world command, and we just changed the image policy. Alright, I'm willing to commit this as it's by itself. Git add all and git commit rename command to hide unhide. I'm still not happy with the name of the command. Actually, it's really long, and if you compare it to the other commands of the other extensions, it's just way too long. All right, let's change toggle as well to hide. Is it F2? Toggle to hide. Nice. Now we have hide and unhide. I'd like also to, no, we don't have to make this in a separate commit. So hide and unhide. Okay, let's go back to our to-do and see what we have accomplished. Figure out configuration. I was hoping that we do this today. Publish code to market. I don't think it's gonna happen soon, or not this. Make proper README file, and this is done. Thank you so much, everyone. Change the name of the command. We change this. Execute the code at activation, not just when invoking the command. Okay, I thought we did this. So let's just commit this one. Git add to do, git commit, make reflect changes. I'm gonna push now. Toggle the hiding on and off. I should have read the to-do list even more. Make the decoration themable and configurable. We need to change on this one. We have to add unit tests. We will one day. And I think this is the most important one. When file changes, should we parse again? And I believe that we should. We should, when the file changes, you know what? I don't think we should. Because most of the time, this extension, if someone is editing the file live and they come to a secret and they start typing and changing it, I don't want to parse again and then change on the fly. I think it's going to be more expensive. I think whoever is going to do this will have to put the password on another screen, then hide and unhide. You know what? Maybe we should try to make it when the file changes. So what is more important? Is it when file changes or when or figure out configuration so we can store the list of keys in a secret? Or this one? I think we are already doing this one. Execute the code at activation. So if I go to the extension, oops, not this one, extension JS, when it's activated, we already do this. So this is done actually. Execute. Oh, we have accomplished so far in this session. I feel so bad. All right. I think we should do the configuration. Because when a file changes, most likely it's going to disrupt stuff. Let's figure out changes. Let's move this to the top. Now, I haven't done configurations before in Visual Studio Code at all, Visual Code extension. So I made. Did I? No, this is for unit tests. I think I remember I searched for VSCode extension configuration and TypeScript. Maybe we should add TypeScript VSCode extension configuration. TypeScript programming with Visual Studio Code. TypeScript updating value of, let's check this out, configuration points, Visual Studio Code API extension API. I think this is the one. Configuration points are a set of JSON declarations that you make in the contributes field of the package.json. In the extension manifest, your extension registers contribution points to extend various functionalities within Visual Studio Code. Here's a list of configuration points. Configuration. So these are the only points about configuration, it seems. Contributes configuration. Sorry. Contribute configuration keys that will be exposed to the user. The user will be able to set these configuration options as user settings or as workspace settings. This is exactly what we want, I think. Either by using the settings UI or by editing the JSON settings file directly. Configuration example. In the contributes, in the configuration, I think this is one configuration. So it has a title. and it has properties to define what this configuration is, I'm assuming. The first property is use code snippet on method suggests, which is a boolean, default value false, and a description. Wait a second. I think it's sections. I think this is a section, and this is a configuration, and this is another configuration. Correct? Yeah, I think this is it. Let's check it out. So if we go to package.json and we go to contributes, this is the commands. Under the commands, configuration, our title and properties. Correct? Title and properties. I'm not sure I follow really, so this is a property and this is another property. Okay, let's take it one by one. Title, is it free text? TypeScript, no. Let's say hide my secret, just like this. For the properties, we define one property, which is in our case the toggle. I think we're gonna say the key. I think this is a key value pair, so hide my secrets. I'm all over the place. Is it hide my secrets or hide my secret? Hide my secrets. Hide my secrets dot toggle. No, not toggle. Hide. The value of this is actually an object. This object will be, the type will be boolean. The default value is true. Why is it upset? Okay. And a description. Description tick or set this to true if you want to hide your secrets. Is this enough? So this is it. I'm not sure what the title is actually, or why this is a bag of properties. Why do we have more? Anyways, we'll see how it goes. So it gives an example in the settings.json TypeScript, and then these are the properties. Okay, I see. It needs to put it in a bag because there are other extensions with other properties, other property bags. Fair enough. You can read these values from your extension using VSCode Workspace Configuration My Extension. I see. Your configuration entry is used for both to provide intelligence when editing your settings in JSON files and to define the way they appear in the settings UI. Fair enough. Title 1 is the main heading that will be used for your configuration. Like on the left side. I see. Right. The title should be the exact name of your extension. Words like extension, configuration, and settings are redundant. Let's go back and see if the name is actually hide my secret. And this guy should be hide my secret. You know what? I think I'm doing the wrong thing with this dashes thing. I think I'm not following the right convention. And worse, it says hide my secret, not hide my secrets. Okay. How should we read and set the configuration then? We need an example. Contributes configuration defaults. That bit was the only code bit that we can use. Where was it? This one. I see. So if we go to the extension, rather than say let hide equal true, we are going to depend on the Visual Studio Code configuration. So if I, in the activate part, get configuration of hide my secrets, hide my secret, let config equals, if we get it here, then what do we need to do? Configuration, it should take the place of hide. So should we just put it in hide? So we say hide equals this, or we scrap hide and we use this as the configuration. Otherwise, I think we will be getting from the configuration all the time. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Let's do it two ways. So if I for each hide, the problem is hide is really convenient. Maybe we should should we save in specific places only? Should we save in specific places only? We will not be able to figure out when, if it crashed or not. So we need to save it when it's toggled. So if the command is executed, we should save it here, or whenever it's toggled. Yeah, let's just use it directly. Let's see how it goes. I'm going to comment this. and when the extension is activated, we get config. Is there properties in TypeScript where once the property is assigned, we have functionality executed? TypeScript properties gets it. Is there anything like this? I'm trying to create get and set method for a property like this. TypeScript uses geta seta syntax that is like action script. So if you have a class, and then you can say get something boolean in this. So we can use this as to get the value from the configuration. But this should be in a class, and I don't think we are in a class. Should we convert everything to a class? Config dot get a section and a default value. The configuration name supports dotted names. So if I say a section, I don't know if section is a property. So in our case, get current document, get configuration, and then get organization secrets. Yeah, I think this is how we should do it. So if we go to the package.json where we define our properties, hide is the name. So if we say get me hide, let hide equal hide. Does it say if it's boolean or not? What's the value? It returns unknown, so we have to set it to boolean. Correct? Like this maybe? No? The boolean or undefined is not assignable to type boolean. Alright, so it should be... I wish there was a better example. Because it's not really helping that it's too dynamic. Argument of type unknown is not assignable to parameter of type boolean. See? As boolean. How about that? But then we need to set it back when we do the toggle. So passing hide here really is not adding any value because why? Wait a second. No. It is actually, because we are not setting it inside. Alright, so what about set? So maybe we can in the beginning here we say let config equals this, and then remove this line, and then in the toggle we say if it's when we register the command, we have to get it again. I think we have to get config and null it and negate it and then assign it again. So we have to get this, negate it, and then set it again. And we say config.set. There's no set. Update the configuration value. The update configuration values are persisted. The value can be changed. Okay, update a string of the section, the value, and the configuration type. Okay, section is hide, the value is hide, and configuration target. What is this? The configuration target or boolean value. If true, updates global settings. If false, updates workspace settings. If undefined or null, updates to workspace folder settings. Okay, let's keep it to the folders. Let's keep it to the workspace. Alright, I think we are ready. So if we run this command, if we debug, hide, now it's hidden, and then we close. Yeah, because it's a workspace, it's not global. I think we need to change it to global. Yeah, see? Alright, let's do it global. Oops. Hide and unhide. Again, if it's true, then updates global settings. Let's set it to true. And then debug again. Hide, unhide, hide. We have introduced an error. What is the problemo? Run again. Let's see. Get me the hide. Hide is true. then update hide to false, I guess. Now, if we in the debug mode, I think in the debug we can say VSCode, what is it? VSCode workspace dot git configuration dot is it because it's in the workspace? Git configuration of hide my secret dot get hide. It's undefined. Why is it undefined? Even though that we just updated it. Could it because we set it to global, it's not setting the workspace one? Alright, let's try something else then. Hey Jason, how are you? Welcome to the channel. Right, so I think we are trying to set the configuration, and for some reason the configuration comes as undefined, even though that we are updating it, unless I'm doing it wrong by accessing through the workspace. Let's see if there's another alternative. Let config 2 equals VSCode dot global. Is there anything global? No. There's only workspace. Git configuration. No. So it's just workspace dot git configuration. Yeah. So we are doing the right thing here. We are getting the configuration. We are setting it statically. Maybe I shouldn't do this to set statically. Do we need to get it every time? Okay, I think we should do it every time. Let's see. Move this back. Select this line. Put it where we have the configuration. We are getting the configuration, and then we are setting it. If we do the same here, we get the configuration. Is it the same scope? Or should we just overwrite it? Let config equals the same. This copy the same. Maybe get configuration. Maybe good configuration does have a string of undefined and scope. Scope is when a section identifies provided only, that part of the configuration is retained. Dots in the section undefined are interpreted as child access. When scope is provided, configuration confined to that scope is retained. Scope can be resource, language, or undefined, or both. I didn't understand anything. Let's read it again. A scope for which the configuration is asked for. Get a workspace configuration object. So it's it's a URI or a text document or a workspace or an object of URI or undefined with language. If it's null, is there anything about if it's null? When a section identifier is provided by only that part of the configuration is retained, dots in the section identifier are interpreted as child access. So let's keep it like this. So we got the configuration and then we set it again. Let's try this. Remove this breakpoint from here, put this breakpoint here, save and run. Okay. It seems that the config is really false. So once we execute the command, we get the configuration. We get the hide key or section. The hide section is true. Then we update the section to true globally. So if I attempt to get this friend here and get hide, why is it undefined? Anyway, let's run this one. So it hides. Run this again. Now we should have it false. We get the config. Hide is true again because this is always undefined. Correct? If we get this, it's always undefined. How about if we don't pass? No. Yeah. Alright. How about we don't say global? Let's just update it for the workspace. Hide my secrets. We get the configuration. Hide is true. This means that our config here is undefined, correct? Then update, then config get hide. Still. Updating is not really updating. Update a section with the value and the configuration target. If it's true, it's either true or configuration target is fine. A value can be changed in global settings. Sorry. If we go here, you know what? No, let's stay here. The new value and then the configuration target. If true, updates global settings. If false, updates only workspace settings. If undefined, updates to workspace folder settings. If configuration is resource specific, otherwise to workspace settings. I don't know. I'm a little bit confused. Is there any... Oops. Git has. Check if the configuration has a certain value. True if the section does not resolve to undefined. Inspect. Extension is not saved. Why? Oh, this is our file. I'm so confused. Sorry. Alright. Let me think. Config. We must be doing something wrong here. So the only example in our Visual Studio Code configuration. Git configuration. Get a workspace configuration object. When a section identifier is provided, only that part of the configuration is returned. Dots in the section identifier are interpreted as child access. So, if we... I see. Or do I? No, I think I'm doing the right thing. So, if this is my extension, so the object is my extension, and it has settings, and it has dot. In our case, I don't have this. I have just settings in my extension, which is the keyword hide. It is Boolean itself. So if I say get my extension, I'm assuming that I'll be getting this object. So I don't have to parse this, but if I say get setting, then it should be true. Alright, let's do this again. Let's debug again and see the config, if there's any keys on the config that will help us. Give the configuration and see what does config has for us. It does not have the properties proto, or is it this? Config is nothing, is undefined. Hide my secret. Is it not the name of our extension? Hide my secret. It should be right. But it says this is undefined. Length. The problem is it does not have any properties. It just has functions. So I only can say config dot get. What is inspect actually? Inspect. Here you go. key. Hide my secret. I undefined. At least we are closer to the problem. Jason says, check the config file name extension. Check the config file name extension. I don't understand this one. There's APIs that are given to us. We don't deal with file extensions for the configurations. I'm not doing any file extensions. But it seems that the first time I hit, like, it saves undefined as a key. So I think it's the first time. Yeah. When it gets to configuration, why does it have undefined as a key? Even though that in the package.json we said that properties. I think this is wrong. I think it should be hide. Let's stop. Save again. And run the extension. Shall we? Run the extension. And execute the command. F10 config.inspect. I like this inspecting. Still the same problem. How about if we continue and update and then check config.inspect. Still the same. Undefined. This is a weird. All right. Finished. No. Think. Oh no. Read documentation. Is there an example? Let's see if there are examples. I remember Amal sent an example repo for Visual Studio Extension. In our case, this is the Visual Studio called YAML. No. Let's say GitHub, not start, GitHub sample. Sample. We just had extensions. Yes, this guy. So this is a list of examples. I'm hoping that there is a config sample. Call hierarchy, code extension sample, comment sample, completion, configuration sample. Yes. This sample shows how to define window resource. There is actually a post that Jason put. Let's open this as well. Alright, this is the second part of create extensions VSCode. In part 2, creating menus, demo, creating settings. This is it, I think. So we have the title. Properties has the setting has the following properties. A key, this one. A type, a default, and description. Here you go. Here you go. It's so much confusing the documentation was. Alright, so in here, the title, let's keep it this way, but we also get this guy here and say hide my secret.hide. I'm assuming that in the Git configuration we can get only our section and then get the rest. So if I do this like this and save, and in here we are getting key. Yeah, let's try this out. Execute the command. Get the configuration. config.inspect. Maybe because it's the first time we don't have anything set. And then update. Is it going to complain because I have an extra comma? I think it will. Oh, it didn't complain. Since we updated, inspect, the key is still undefined. Okay. Okay, should I go exactly like the example? Exactly like the example? Get configuration from everything and then get this. The reason why I'm upset about this is that the documentation says in the Git configuration you only get what you want in that section. You don't get the whole configuration of everything in the world. You just get your section and then you get the value in that section. And also in one of the documentations that we read before, it says contribute configuration keys that will be exposed to the user. The user will be able to set these configuration options as user settings. And here's an example. The title is just TypeScript. There's no spaces. This is what gave me the impression that it should be like some sort of a key. The properties is the extension name and then the key. And then you can get the configuration using my extension. You can read these values from your extension using my extension. Unless it does not like dashes. So in my case, I put hide my secret. Hide my secret.hide. Sorry. So in this case, it's going to be hide my secret.hide. And then everything else. So if I go to the Git configuration and say hide my secret, git hide my secret, I'm assuming that if I git hide, it will be Correct. So I'm following exactly this. The problem is in the example here. Let's go back to the sample as well. In the source, I'm assuming there's a package.json, and then in the configuration we have properties conf view show window options. Yeah, let's see how this is being used in the extension. Let's find this word. You thought we were gonna write code, didn't you? So naive. Git configuration. Oh my goodness. Is this for real? I don't think this is right. I'm gonna do it this way. But I really have mixed emotions about this. Git configuration. I don't think I should be doing this. It should be Git configuration as part. Jotham says, Jotham, sorry. The lowercase no space rules strikes again. The allow case no space. The all lowercase, sorry. The all lowercase rules strikes again. Should we remove the dashes, you mean? Let's do it. But this is going to influence a lot of things. Hide my secret, because I don't want to be working on a limb. Get it working without any special characters. Get it working and then change it back if you can. Yes. I don't know. You know what? I don't think I'm gonna change it back. Like if I'm not following the convention by adding hyphens, then I shouldn't be doing this. I should simply not do that. But I'm afraid that it might not be that. Okay, let's do two things at a time. The first one, sorry, everything at a time. First, we remove the hyphens, make sure that it's not a hyphen problem, even though that I highly doubt that this is the problem. We try this out. If it works, perfect. If it doesn't work, we get all the configuration thing, which is, I feel like, no. Let's do this. In this one, in the change log, all notable changes to the hardware extension will be documented in this file. Let's replace it. How do we do replace? Replace with hide my secret. It feels so yucky, man. Or should we just so if it's gonna be like this, hide my secret, the activation commands, it's gonna be the contributions, which is alright, the configurations, the readme, the git configuration. Yeah, let's do this. Replace all. Is this replace all? Replace 15 occurrences. Replace. We have the power of git. The sample link I posted has hyphens. Oh yes, it does. Try the sample first. You mean the git config? I was too fast. Is there a Control Z? Undo in 5 files. Is this magic or what? Oh my goodness. Visual Studio Code, you're amazing. So what do you mean does? Can search and replace it back. It's all good. Yeah. So you are saying, Jotham, that the example you used has hyphen and it should work. Should we get all the configuration then? Let's save all. Alright, so if we go back to the package.json and keep it hide, and in our extension we get everything. We get everything, and then hide my secret like this. And find, where else did we use that? Also here. And then like this. And also when we do the update like this. Correct? Let's do this. I'll get the config. Oh, I'm surprised. There are not a lot of things here. Alright. And then if there's nothing, probably there's nothing. And then update. Let's inspect again. Key undefined. Why, my friend? Why? Am I missing something? Alright. Global value. There's a lot of things here. HTML, Explorer, Get MySQL and stuff. Maybe it's here actually. Could be. No, I don't think so. Alright. Should we do the hyphens thing? Where is the find and replace? Replace all. And 5. Hide. Oh, there you go. And config. Config.inspect. Oh, actually, we shouldn't be looking at this one right now, because this is the global one. Yeah. So we should look for this. Oh, did it work because of that, or I was a little bit hasty? I think it's not the hyphen. If I undo, I was looking at the wrong place. I was looking at undefined here in the global one. Let's do this again. Undo in 5 files. Save all. And hide. I think it's working correctly because it was true at the beginning. So if 10 and get our friend here, and then we update it. We try again. It's true. Something is wrong. Could be the hyphens, maybe. How about we say config.get hide my secret only without hide. So it has hide equals true. Why the update is not really hiding? It's not setting it to false. Hey, Cosmic Coffee. No worries, man. No. There's no compulsories here. You're most welcome anytime. I'm sorry that it's a long day. I'm really sorry. We get this from time to time, I guess. Just don't make it a habit. Not for me, for you. Alright. So why when we set update, so we know hide is false. We say update this section, but when we get the config for hide my secret, we can see that there is hide equals true and it's not false. Is revoked. I have no idea what this is. Hide equals true. Let's go back to the example here. So they get it alright. And then they have an update. Is it async? Target. If value and the target is, what is the target? Target. I see. Okay. The new value and the target. But we can, if we pass a boolean, it can be global. If not, okay. So maybe maybe we remove this comma. we try to get every configuration. If we inspect config.inspect, I wonder where its workspace, all the workspaces is undefined. There's a lot of language configurations. There's global value. There's default value. Is the value being written to your VSCode settings.json? Well, I don't know, because we are building an extension. So once I open a Visual Studio Code instance and I invoke that command, I don't know where that instance is and where it's hiding that configuration. So the .VSCode, unless we check it out there, maybe we can check it out there. Oops. So if we say settings, hide my secret, set this, oh, where did it go? Set this to true if you want to hide your secrets. This is what we had before. I tick it off. I tick it on. Of course, it's not gonna work. So hide my secrets. Hide my secrets again. Do I have a breakpoint? Damn you, I'm mad. Damn you. F5. Go to settings. Set it to false. Oh, set it to true. I don't think it reruns my extension if I just change the configuration. Hide my secrets. Hide my secrets again. It sets it to true, but never to false. If I put the breakpoint again, and execute the command, get the configuration, by that time it's true. So if I come here, is it because I'm casting it to Boolean? It's false. So update my configuration here, update the section. Hide, just to make sure that we are refreshing. Yeah, it's true. It's not resetting it here. This guy is not setting it. Let's see why again. The section and the value. And then the configuration target, which can be Boolean. If it's true, then it's a global. If it's false, then it's workspace settings. If undefined or null, just like in our case, because we are not passing it, it updates to workspace folder settings. If configuration is resource specific, otherwise to workspace settings. Okay, let's put it to false. How about that? Or true. Let's set it to true. Okay. Try again. JSON says you need it to true in the third parameter to save globally. Yep. So hide my secrets. So it should be false here. Set it to false. And now if I open settings and search for hide, still true. If I say config dot inspect again, global values, it's not even here. Jason says open the settings.json in the project view and see if a value is stored there. Just guessing. So you mean our project here? Settings? Or in the debug one? Hide. Setting out here. Settings. So there's no settings here. There's only settings files here in .VSCode, and it does not have it. Because TypeScript is JavaScript, cast actually does nothing. It has no effect on the value. It is only used to tell the type checker that you know what you're doing. Yeah, I think I understand. I only did that because it was complaining. Because when I get this, when I get the configuration here, because it's any or unknown, I think. When I pass it here, because it's a boolean, it complains. So I cast it to boolean, so when I pass it here, it does not complain. Jotham says, some examples are using VSCode.configuration target global as the third parameter. Let's copy that. And find or global. Oops, not here, sorry. Find global. VSCode configuration target global. Maybe we are maybe we are setting it and reading it from different places. So when I say get, am I getting it from the right place? Should there be another parameter? I don't think there should be. Unless there is something that is not global. The problem is I can't see it here. Shouldn't it be here? No, not in. Oh yeah. I'm assuming that there should be some hide my secret extension configuration. Okay, let's see. Let's see what should we do. I'm going to put it in configuration global like Jotham said, rather than true. So I'm gonna say VSCode dot configuration target dot global. Save and execute. Hide. We have the hide as false, and then we update it, and then we say config.inspect global values. There's nothing. I don't think it's updating at all, or updating the wrong place. We are getting it the wrong place. Let's say this guy git configuration dot get hide my secret dot hide. Still true, because the default value is true, I think, not because it finds it. Oh no. Oh yeah. Oh boy. I was hoping that this should be a straightforward. There's also a configuration target.workspace and workspace folder. Should we try workspace? Let's try workspace. I F5'd. I'm sorry. F10. This should be true. Because we are negating it. So it's not finding it really. Config.get hide my secret. It's always true. No matter if we hide it or not. No matter what we set it to, it's always true. If I do the hide, oh, it's true. It's true. Dilemma. Update. Hide my secret.hide. Should we remove the hyphens? I don't think this is the problem. Remove the hyphens. I very highly doubt it. But we have a saying that the drowning hangs with one straw. So if hide is false, then we are expecting that if we say config.get we remove the dashes. It's true. So it has nothing to do with it. It's not the hyphen. Just Control Z, undo 5 files, and save all files. Alright, my good friends. Let's see, try to have a refreshed eye. In each command we are getting all the configuration, and I know that I tried when you were not here. I tried to say VSCode dot configuration, anything configuration, there is nothing. So workspace, even there's no global, so it's just workspace dot get configuration. It's always like this. Update retains a promise, but I don't think that's the problem here. Yeah, I thought I saw one of the examples that it has an await in front of it. Maybe we should do that. But it's gonna say it has to be async. So is it function is it on the global extension function? Yeah, it's in the command itself. Yeah, so we can go to the command itself and say async. Correct. Let's run without breakpoints and see how it goes, because I'm adopting that breakpoints are doing really a good job. Hide. There's an error. Unable to route to workspace settings because no workspace is open. Please open a workspace. At least we are going somewhere. Because we are not in a workspace, it's not happening. So we are going to change it. We are going to change it to global. Stop and debug again. The extension is going to load, hide. My goodness, did it work? it worked. It worked. Tea Costa, current coffee. I think you are right. I think it was the await. I saw the await and I stupidly ignored it. I think we spent a good chunk of our code today just debugging promises. My bad. My bad. But at least we are there. So if it's global, if we set it to like this and we open another YAML file, what happens? Oh no! It doesn't work. Oops, what happened? Alright, so if I say hide my secrets, every time I go to a file, it activates differently. Correct? And if it activates, but the activation is not toggling anything, is it? The activation is just getting the configuration and just passing it. We are not toggling it. So why is it being reset? Alright. Let's close this file. Hide my secrets. So if to trace the code in the execution of the command, we toggle it so its hide becomes true. We update it and then we hide. Correct? So it's true now. So if we execute the command again on another file, if we open another file, it will come to activate, it will get the configuration, it's going to be true, and it should hide it. But for some reason, it doesn't hide it. So if I open another file, which one we are on? We are the My App. If we open the Kaboom scaler, when we wait for a little bit, it does not change anything. Maybe we should put a breakpoint. And if I go to the first one, you can see that it's reset it. Let's put a breakpoint here and see what happens. And close this again. Hide my secrets. Why it didn't come? Ah, this is the activation. I put another one here. So now that there's nothing, so it's not hiding. So I'm assuming that the hide is false. If I open, let's set it to true. Hide my secrets. So it's hiding. Open another file. Activation is not executed. This is weird. This is one of the things that is weird for me. If we navigate to the other file, it's reset it. Wow. Wow. It's reset the value. How is it resetting it? And there's no breakpoint. There was no breakpoint hitting the activation or the not activation. So it was hiding the secrets just navigating between the two different files is undoing it. It's just like, could it be that the YAML extension is once is the window is active on the original file, it redecorates everything and it overrides the changes that we did. Could it be that? So let me explain again. Let's say that I'm on the first file. I hide my secrets. Okay, because the configuration was already set. So I hide my secrets. Okay, now regardless what I do, forget about hiding secrets and not hiding secrets. If just I navigate away and then I navigate back, the language parser, the extension that is dealing with the language YAML file, once the file is activated, once the file is selected again, the editor is activated, the YAML extension is invoked, and then it validates everything, it redraws everything, and it overrides the decoration that we did. What do you think? Is this logical? I think it might be. The decorator is defined decorator. It's a constant in our extension, in our module. But it's not the case. It's not the case, Jotham, because once we invoke the command again, it decorates. So this is not overwritten, or it's not overwritten. It's, I think, something is executing after our code and redecorates the stuff, which is the other extension. So there's two extensions are playing with the decoration. My extension, our extension, and the YAML extension. The YAML extension is smart enough to execute when the editor is in focus again, and redecorates, and maybe reparses and revalidates the YAML file, and then it reparses everything based on that. So let's see. VSCode extension window focus. I think this is a very wide search. No, it's not this one. Window VSCode extension window focus decorate. Six must have VSCode extensions. 13 VSCode extensions. Writing VSCode extensions. Is there any guidance? Monitoring files. Sending a server. The first step is going to be give extension to reason to run other than manual command. Yeah, this is the activation. On the open, on the change. So if the text is changed, if the file is opened and if the file is saved. I know about this when it comes to run the activation, but then there's nothing on focus, right? So in our package.json, on the activation events, on command, on language, on what? On debug, on debug, on debug, on debug, on file system, and activation event emitted whenever a file or folder is accessed with the given scheme, on identity, on language, on search, on startup finished, on URI, on view. Colin Coffee says, seems unlikely an extension can clear another's decoration given how set decoration takes the decoration type as a parameter. On view, an activation event emitted whenever the specified view is expanded. On workspace contains. But why does our decoration disappear, my friend? Why? Just alternating between the file, just navigating away and navigating back to it. Alright, how about we open another file that is not YAML to prove our point. Let's open a C# or MD file. Okay. Hide my secrets. Hide my secrets again. Oops. Alright. Navigate to README file. Navigate back. Disappeared. And this navigation back does not execute any of the activate or the command because we have breakpoints. Jotham says, just curious if it's possible to set a CSS important like thing. Before I do that, I'd like to understand what's happening. I think it's important for us on this one because it's obviously an important part of the behavior of extensions. Without understanding that, we are just roaming around the problem, not fixing it. Having said that, it's already 10:10. I'm just gonna give it some little bit more time before we let you guys to sleep. Why? VSCode code extension window focus reset. Reset? I think my search foo is wrong. I think it's too broad. Editor. VSCode code just keeps reverting files and deleting work. How to edit settings in JSON. Settings sync in JSON code. when I edit a file and then run it in terminal, which switch focus, or even just pause after writing a line of code, even saving the file, then Visual Studio will refresh and undo all changes. Sometimes it's immediate, sometimes it tries 10 seconds line. I don't know what this is. It's not us. Can we get something from the not terminal output from these extensions? Could it be? Currently says it's editor. You are capturing it once at activation time, but Visual Studio Code creates a separate editor for every tab. Okay. Try Visual Studio Code window.active text editor. In where? Visual Studio window active text editor. You mean in the search? Is this constant, right? It should be a constant. Let. Correct? This is so bad. I'm really sorry. Let me push everything. Even though that it's not in the right health. I'm gonna save this. I will do what? I'll git status, git diff tool. This is the task. Here the configuration, we are adding the configuration. Here we are doing configuration, so it's all git add all, git commit add configuration for hide, still not working, git push. But I had it const before. But it's alright because it's const in this scope, correct? So it's not really doing anything. Const in that scope. Hide my secret. Oops. Hide again. Open a file. Going back. This is it. Let's search for this guy. And see what search would say. This is the code extension, editor, reset decoration. I can't find anything. Would this maybe YAML? Is there anything about YAML? Extensions? No, these are. If I do it here and see, not debug console, extensions, YAML support, the address is already in use, log, I don't think we'll find anything in the log, extension host, bracket pair, extension service, Microsoft Azure, tools, activation event on language JSON C, on language YAML, could it be this one? Accessing a Windows scoped configuration for a resource is not expected to associate. This is not us. But then, can we search here? Activation event on language YAML. I think I kind of feel that my theory is correct. But how can I prove it? How can I prove that something else is resetting my decorations? And there is no way to debug this because we have our breakpoints in every place to activate it. All right. So if I hide my secrets again, in this case, even though that the secrets are showing, from our experience, oh, why isn't it working? Oh. From our experience, it is actually set to true, so it's false. Now it's being set to false. And then we update the extension. 1 second. Sorry for this, fellas. So we hide it, so we unhide it, which is already there, and then we hide it again. It should be true now. And then refresh. I'm doing the same thing over and over again. Is there a way if I move to here? Yeah, the output did not change for the log extensions. Extensions? Nothing. YAML support. Does it change? Does not have a timespan, so will not be able to tell. Right. Alright, I think I surrender for tonight. What do you guys think? I can't figure out why it's resetting things. It's resetting it out of our extension. There's no logs anywhere we can find. Focus. Maybe we'll find something here. Nothing. Price on extensions for VSCode. No. I have to research this for the next week. Extension API. Short extension should support and open in the background. I don't understand. Alright. I think yeah, thank you, Jonathan. I think I have a feeling that it's around that, but it's yeah, I just can't figure out how to discover this or prove this. I will have to research until next week. I was hoping that I have something today beyond just figuring out the configuration. However, I think a little progress is better than nothing. At least you all have the latest code now. I don't have anything to hide, unlike the other time. Alright, I think this is it, people. If anyone has any thoughts, final thoughts, Jotham is giving us our last hope. Activation events. Extensions are activated lazily in VSCode. As a result, you need to provide VSCode with context as to when your extension should be activated. We support the following activation events: on language, on command, workspace contains. We also provide an overview of the packagization, extension manifest, and the minimum required fields. This activation event is emitted and interested extensions will be activated whenever a folder is opened. Yeah, it's not that. Code Coffee says, I cloned the code and when I open it in my Visual Studio Code changed at your... I knew this. I'm sorry. Like we talked about this before. Like should I add it to the ignore or not? It's so ugly, isn't it? My lime green. This I blame Peacock. it resets at least it helps me to distinguish between the debugging and the Visual Studio Code extension. I can do surprise me with a random color. It's even worse. Yeah, anything. Sorry to. At least it's just for this extension. So if you open Visual Studio Code editor for any other project, don't worry, your settings are intact. Sorry for that. Yeah. So I think, Jotham, none of the, like, we are already activating on the language, and once it's activated once, for that editor is activated once, unless there is an event beyond activation, an event of focus, some sort of focus or on view, that YAML. You know what? We have the Visual Studio Code extension for YAML. Okay. We have still 6 minutes to 2 hours and a half. This is the server. We don't want the server. Red Hat YAML language server. Go to the Red Hat developer here and search for, find repository VSCode. VSCode YAML. And then check the source and the extension. Let's the package JSON first. Where is package.json? And see on language YAML activation events. Keywords, is there any events? Categories. Languages, extensions. How about I disable as a troubleshooting one? How about I disable this Visual Studio Code extension? So if I go here, go to extensions, find the installed ones, find the YAML one, deactivate it, disable. I can't disable in debug. Could it be that? Or I can run it in vanilla. Let me just try. Debug VSCode extension here in our launch. I think launch the JSON. I think there is extension tests, run extension, launch, arguments, extension development path, our files, pre-launch task. Yeah. What's the mode that you want to run, like vanilla? Contributor rule number 1: use a math color scheme. Sorry. I'm looking for opening Visual Studio Code extension with everything disabled except my extension. I forgot the name. I think like when you reboot your system to troubleshoot something in your operating system, and what's that mode? Vanilla mode? I can't disable this guy here for some reason. Safe mode. Thank you so much. Safe mode. safe mode. I am hoping that there's something like this. Can debug node application. Extension for current highlighting. Power mode. Restricted token imports. Portable mode. Working with. No. None of this. Die. None of that. Why can't I disable you? Okay. How about we disable Visual Studio? Disable YAML here. YAML disabled. Now it's disabled. Cannot disable extension YAML. Why? Extension Kubernetes depends on it. Thank you so much. Kubernetes disabled. This is awesome. Helm disabled. Cannot disable extension Kubernetes extension. Extension Helm depends on this. So is it disabled? Yes, disabled. And then Kubernetes disable. And then YAML is disabled. YAML disable. Here you go. And then debug. It's going to be so funny if it has nothing to do with it, and I went through all this trouble. Let's just open extensions and see if YAML. It's disabled. Okay. And then hide my secrets. Is it working? Hide my secrets. Hide is true. Okay. And then navigate away. Come back. No, it has nothing to do with the registration. Set decoration persist. I'm so bad. I keep promising that it's going to be the last thing. This might be interesting, but not for now. Okay. Debug. Sorry. Not debug. Visual Studio Code extension. Set decoration. Aren't we setting the decoration here? Extension. Oops. Extension. File set decoration. Yeah, set decoration. So Visual Studio Code extension set decoration persist. Search. How to persist information in Visual Code extension. Persist an extension manifest file. Global storage path. Code copy says, I'm looking at the source code of the import cost extension and I think it looks like they register event handlers for editor switching and re-add all the decorators. Oh, please save us. The import cost extension. What is this import cost extension? Persist only one line at the end of the file. Persist only extension says. Alright, stop this. Go back to extensions. Enable my extensions. Enable all of them. Where are they? disabled. Huh? Enable and enable. It shows how much your imports contributes to the bundle size in the web app. It shows how much your imports contribute to the bundle of the size of the web app, but it has decorators in the file as well as toggle command. So it has similar structure to this extension. Can you send us a link, please, my sir? And let's see. In the extension, on did text document change, on did change active, here you go. Window on did change active text editor. If window.activeEditor and is active, do that. Process active file eventually adds decorations, I think. Yeah, so just trying to understand the events. So let's find this VSCode extension and try to understand what this is. A GitHub issue should not tell us a lot. Let's keep it. Add a sample for status bar contribution to the number. This is all issues, I think, or samples. Sample is not going to save us. I need a documentation example word count. How do I set intending options for languages to the code? There's no proper documentation. Example word count extension. Find that thing that we did. Okay. This just add it in the activation. Even though that this is a very ugly way in writing code. In the activate, we also window dot on change on change activator on did change activator. Yeah, we have what is this? What do they pass? What's your code example here? EV Alright, so the event and what is the event? Is it the editor document or is it to the code? This is gonna be so ugly. E dot document dot. There's no editor. Where do they get editor from? Window. So in the only change active text editor, if EV and is active, process active file, EV document. So is it the same thing? So the document, where are we getting the document from? Should we get just active VSCode dot the same thing? Let me just one last thing. Just do this. And then like this. Why is it complaining? The currently active editor undefined. The active editor is one of the currently has focus. When none has focus, the one that has changed input most recently. Huh? Argument of text editor undefined is not assignable to parameter of type text editor. The currently active editor or undefined. Maybe we should say if editor. Oh no. It's so upset. Okay. And F5. Just curious. Oh. No, not F5. We need to git hide. Hide is global. Is it global? Why is it global? Sorry. I need to get this configuration thing. Like this. Oh, sorry, not here. Here. Okay. Now F5. So ugly my code right now. Blah. Okay. Change. Ha 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 ha. Did you see that? My goodness. Is this even true? Like I'm not happy at all. I'm happy that it's working, but I'm not happy. And it takes forever. You can see the glimpse of the secrets being. Yes, yes. No, no, I'm so disappointed. I'm so disappointed. No. Okay. At least we are somewhere. Wow, my goodness. Not to fork VSCode. Yes. I think we jinxed it. People keep saying, oh, it's awesome, which is really awesome, but or I think maybe we are doing something really wrong. Maybe I shouldn't be parsing all the time. Maybe I should keep the parsed element. I don't know where the time is actually going this bit. I know that you believe that parsing is not too long. Do we still have the logs? Where is the time? The word time. I thought we had the timers. We don't. We just have this. So in did change active editor, text editor, we get the configuration. I think it's the getting the configuration is actually taking the most of the time. Let's say, oh, you know what? I'm gonna hide this or comment this and just say let hide equal true for the sake of the argument, and try again. Alright. Navigate. No, it's not getting the configuration. Wow. Did you see that? So we are just in the event. We are getting the editor and we are just traversing on this one. So could it between the time it focuses between it gets the focus, it does a bunch of things. It says, I should activate that the window has changed. So it triggers the event until it executes this event. Until it executes this event. Could it be all that time there? I'm 100% sure it's that time there because we already know that this does not take much time at all. Because when we toggle, if you remember in the same file, it's just like that. It's just that this event is taking forever. Alright, my friends, I've never taken this stream as long as today. So thank you for being here. It's been tiring, but it's been fruitful and disappointing. I think we'll have to find a way how to fix this. I'm going to push this, even though that the status is horrible. Just to share with you what I've been doing. Git status. Git diff. What did we do? Oh, we changed the color for Code and Coffee, and then we just added this ugly event. Git add all, and then git, you know what, not git add, git check out actually. What did I do? From lime green to grapefruit green. Git commit. Fire or redecorate on refocus. Very ugly. What happened? Oh, there's no exclamation marks. Good push. Alright. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for being with us. You have been awesome. Jotham, Jason, Code and Coffee, you're all awesome. Thank you so much for being here. Hopefully we'll do it next week and we find a better way than just this horrible event. Until then, enjoy your week and see you then. Bye-bye.